The auction yard was loud and crowded from early morning. People walked fast between the pens and talked with confident voices. Dust rose from the ground as horses moved and stamped their hooves. Most buyers came with clear plans and sharp eyes. They looked for strong bodies and shiny coats and quick movement. At the far end of the yard stood one horse that almost no one noticed. Its coat was dull and dusty from weeks of travel. Its head stayed low and its body looked thin compared to the others. It did not push or call out or try to get attention. It only stood quietly and watched the people pass. The woman named Anna arrived later than most buyers. She stepped through the gate holding a small bag and a folded paper. Her boots were worn and her jacket was old but clean. She did not look like someone who came often to auctions. She came alone and did not rush. Anna had worked many years to save enough money for this day. She cleaned stables for others and helped neighbors with animals. She never owned a horse of her own. Life had taught her to wait and be patient. When she finally decided to come to the auction, she trusted her heart more than advice. She walked slowly past the first row of horses. Men and women stood close to the rails and pointed with excitement. They spoke about speed and strength and winning. Anna listened but did not join the talk. She wanted something different, though she could not explain what it was. As she moved farther down the line, the noise faded a little. That was when she saw the quiet horse at the end. It stood apart from the others with space around it. No one blocked her view or leaned over the rail. It felt like the horse had been waiting. Anna stopped walking. The horse lifted its head and met her eyes. Its gaze was calm and steady and not afraid. There was a deep stillness in the way it stood. Anna felt her breathing slow without effort. She stepped closer to the rail. The horse did not move away. It took one small step forward and lowered its head slightly. Anna felt a warmth in her chest that surprised her. She reached out and rested her hand on the rail instead of touching the horse. A man nearby laughed and said she should not waste her time. He said the horse had no value and no future. Another buyer nodded and said it would never win anything. Anna listened quietly and thanked them with a small smile. She did not feel offended or embarrassed. She asked one of the workers about the horse. The worker shrugged and said it came from several owners before. He said the horse never caused trouble but never impressed anyone. It was labeled slow and unremarkable. The worker walked away without interest. Anna stayed a little longer. She noticed how the horse stood with balance even on uneven ground. Its breathing was slow and even. Its eyes followed movement with focus instead of fear. There was a quiet strength that did not ask for attention. When the auction bell rang, Anna took her place among the crowd. Bids started quickly and prices rose fast. Strong horses were sold in seconds. Cheers followed each sale. Anna watched with calm patience. When the quiet horse was brought forward, the crowd shifted. Some people looked bored and others looked away. The auctioneer announced the starting price. No one raised a hand. The silence felt heavy and awkward. Anna felt her heart beat faster. She checked the paper in her bag once more. The number written there was all she could afford. She raised her hand gently, but with confidence. The auctioneer repeated her bid loudly. Seconds passed. No other hands went up. Someone laughed from the back of the crowd. The auctioneer waited and then brought the hammer down. The horse was sold to Anna. Whispers spread quickly around her. People shook their heads and smiled with pity. Some said she wasted her money. Others said she would regret it soon. Anna signed the papers with steady hands. She walked toward the horse as the worker opened the gate. The horse stepped forward calmly and stood beside her. Anna held the lead rope and felt how light the movement was. There was no pull or resistance. It felt like the horse understood her pace. As they walked away from the auction yard, the noise faded behind them. Anna did not look back. She felt tired but peaceful. The horse walked beside her with quiet confidence. Neither of them knew what lay ahead, but both moved forward without doubt. That evening the sun lowered behind the hills as Anna led the horse onto her small farm. The air was calm and the land was silent. Anna believed she had made the right choice even without proof. She did not yet know that this horse carried a secret that would soon change how everyone saw it. The first night at the farm was quiet and cool. Anna led the horse into the small wooden stable beside her house. The building was old but clean and smelled of hay and earth. She closed the gate slowly and watched the horse settle inside. The horse did not rush or circle the space. It stood still and looked around as if it was learning every detail. Its ears moved gently as it listened to the night sounds. Anna noticed how calm it remained in a new place. She filled the water bucket and placed fresh hay in the corner. The horse walked over without fear and began to eat slowly. There was no greed in its movement. It ate as if it trusted that more would come. Anna leaned against the door and watched quietly. She felt tired from the long day but did not want to leave yet. Something about the horse pulled her attention. It was not beauty or strength but presence. As darkness deepened, Anna turned to leave. She took one step toward the door and stopped. The horse had lifted its head and was watching her closely. Its eyes were bright in the low light. Anna smiled and spoke softly. She told the horse it was safe here. Her voice was calm and steady. The horse did not move but seemed to relax more. That night Anna slept lightly. She woke once to the sound of wind moving through trees. She thought about the horse and wondered if it was comfortable. A strange sense of responsibility filled her chest. Before sunrise, Anna stepped outside with a lantern. The ground was cool beneath her boots. She walked toward the stable quietly. The farm was still asleep. When she opened the door she froze. The horse was standing in the center of the stall, not lying down. Its posture was alert but not tense. It turned its head toward her instantly. Anna stepped inside slowly. She noticed marks on the dirt floor near the wall. They were clean lines shaped by careful movement. It looked like the horse had been practicing turns. She knelt down and touched the ground. The marks were fresh. They were not random or restless. They showed balance and control. Anna stood and watched the horse again. She raised her hand slightly. The horse shifted its weight and turned smoothly. The movement was precise and calm. Anna felt her breath catch. She lowered her hand and the horse stopped. There was no rope guiding it. No sound or command. She tried again with a small step forward. The horse stepped back the same distance. Anna stepped to the side and the horse followed the motion. It was like a quiet dance guided by attention alone. Anna did not rush or react loudly. She simply watched and learned. Her heart beat fast but her body stayed calm. She felt like she was seeing something hidden. Later that morning a neighbor named Mark stopped by. He had lived nearby for many years. He asked about the auction and smiled kindly. Anna told him about the horse. Mark walked toward the stable with curiosity. He looked at the horse and nodded politely. He said it seemed calm but ordinary. Anna did not argue. She asked Mark to watch quietly. She stepped into the stall and raised her hand again. The horse turned and moved with smooth grace. Mark leaned forward with surprise. He asked if the horse was trained. Anna shook her head and said she did not know. She said no one mentioned special training at the auction. Mark scratched his chin and stayed silent. Over the next few days Anna spent time with the horse every morning. She brushed its coat and cleaned the stall. The horse responded to gentle movements and quiet presence. It never needed force or pressure. Anna decided to give the horse a name. She chose Noah because it felt steady and simple. When she spoke the name, the horse lifted its head. It seemed to listen closely. One afternoon, Anna tested something new. She walked across the field without holding a rope. Noah followed her step for step. If she stopped, he stopped. She turned suddenly, and Noah adjusted instantly. There was no delay or confusion. The movement was natural and smooth. Anna felt a deep sense of awe. Word began to spread slowly. Mark told another neighbor. That neighbor came to watch. Each person left with quiet questions. Some suggested the horse might have been trained long ago. Others said it could be instinct. Anna listened, but did not claim answers. She only knew what she saw. One evening a local trainer stopped by. He watched from outside the fence. He asked Anna to move as she normally did. She did, and Noah followed perfectly. The trainer grew serious. He said this kind of response was rare. He said it showed deep trust and intelligence. Anna felt both proud and nervous. She remembered the laughter at the auction. She remembered being told she chose wrong. Now she wondered what else Noah carried inside. Something told her the world had not yet seen it. As the sun set, Anna stood beside Noah in the field. The sky glowed softly, and the air was calm. She placed her hand on his neck. Noah stood still and steady. Anna knew this was only the beginning. The quiet horse was no longer unseen. A hidden truth was slowly rising to the surface. And soon many more eyes would be watching. News about the quiet horse did not spread fast, but it spread steady. People talked softly at first, and then with growing interest. They said the horse moved without commands and listened without sound. Some believed it, and some did not. One morning a woman named Sarah arrived at the farm. She worked with animals at a nearby center. She heard the story from Mark and wanted to see for herself. She did not come to judge but to understand. Anna welcomed her and led her toward the field. Noah stood near the fence watching the wind move the grass. He lifted his head when Anna stepped closer. His posture was calm and open. Sarah stayed quiet and observed from a distance. Anna walked forward and Noah followed her path. When Anna stopped, Noah stopped. When Anna turned, Noah turned with ease. Sarah slowly nodded as she watched. She said the horse showed deep awareness. She said this was not common even in trained animals. She asked Anna how she guided him. Anna said she did not guide him with force or tools. She said she only moved with intention and care. She said Noah seemed to read her body and energy. Sarah listened carefully and took notes. Later that week Sarah returned with two others. One was a local riding teacher. The other was a man who studied animal behavior. They came with quiet respect and open eyes. They watched Noah for a long time. They asked Anna to move in different ways. They asked her to stop suddenly or walk backward. Noah followed every change with smooth motion. The behavior expert stepped closer and studied Noah's eyes. He said the horse showed focus without tension. He said it was a sign of deep trust. He said this kind of bond was rare. Anna felt proud but also protective. She did not want Noah treated like a tool or show. She wanted him safe and understood. She made that clear to everyone who came. One afternoon a sudden storm rolled in. Dark clouds covered the sky without warning. Wind pushed hard across the field. Thunder sounded in the distance. Anna rushed outside to check the fence. Noah stood still near the open gate. The wind pulled at his mane and tail. He did not panic or move away. A loud sound cracked across the sky. Birds flew up from the trees. Anna felt fear rise in her chest. She looked toward Noah. Noah turned his head and walked toward her. His steps were calm and grounded. He stood beside her without touch. Anna felt her fear settle. She realized something important in that moment. Noah did not only follow her. He also guided her. Their trust moved both ways. After the storm passed, the ground smelled fresh and clean. Anna sat on the fence and thought quietly. She wondered where Noah learned this calm. She wondered what life he had before the auction. A few days later a letter arrived. It was from a small event group nearby. They invited Anna to bring Noah to a public demonstration. They wanted others to see the bond. Anna hesitated for a long time. She worried about noise and crowds. She worried Noah might feel stressed. She decided to test slowly. She walked Noah to the edge of the road one morning. Cars passed with light sound. Noah stayed steady and calm. Anna felt hopeful. The day of the event arrived. The field was wide and open. People stood at a distance behind a rope. There was no loud music or pressure. Anna walked Noah into the center. She took a deep breath. She stepped forward slowly. Noah followed without hesitation. People grew silent as they watched. Anna stopped and Noah stopped. Anna stepped back and Noah mirrored her movement. The crowd leaned forward in wonder. Someone whispered that the horse was special. Another said they never saw anything like this. Noah stayed calm through it all. He trusted Anna completely. After the demonstration, people clapped softly. Anna bowed her head and thanked them. She led Noah away from the center. Her hands were shaking slightly. A man approached her near the fence. He was older with gentle eyes. He said he recognized the horse. Anna felt her heart skip. The man said the horse once belonged to a quiet training program. He said the program focused on healing and trust. He said the horse was trained to respond to calm presence. The program closed many years ago. Anna listened closely. She realized Noah was never wrong. He was simply misunderstood. His gift needed patience, not speed. As the sun lowered that evening, Anna walked Noah back home. The road felt different now. She felt responsible for something bigger than herself. She felt grateful for the choice she made. Noah walked beside her with steady steps. He was no longer unseen. The world had begun to notice. And the biggest moment was still ahead. The days after the public event felt different at the farm. Anna noticed more cars passing slowly on the road. Some people stopped at the gate and asked questions. Most were polite and curious. Anna kept her routine steady. She woke early and cleaned the stable. She walked Noah in the quiet fields. She spoke softly and moved with care. Noah stayed calm through all the attention. He did not change his behavior. He followed Anna with the same steady focus. It felt like the noise of the world stopped at the fence. One afternoon, Anna received a phone call. The caller was from a regional animal center. They worked with therapy and recovery programs. They asked about Noah and his behavior. Anna listened carefully. The caller explained that they needed animals with calm presence. They worked with people who needed peace and trust. They wanted to meet Noah. Anna felt nervous and thoughtful. She did not want Noah pushed or used. She asked many questions. The caller answered with patience and respect. A visit was planned for the following week. Anna spent the days preparing slowly. She brushed Noah and checked his health. She practiced walking and stopping in new spaces. When the visitors arrived, they came quietly. There were 3 people and no crowd. They stood outside the fence and watched first. Noah noticed them but stayed relaxed. Anna walked toward the group. Noah followed beside her without rope. One visitor gasped softly. Another nodded with a smile. They asked Anna to repeat simple movements. She did, and Noah responded smoothly. They asked her to pause and breathe. Noah stood still and waited. The visitors exchanged looks. They said this calm response was rare. They said Noah showed deep understanding. Anna felt proud but cautious. They asked if Noah could visit their center for a short session. Anna hesitated again. She asked if she could stay with him. They agreed without question. The first visit was quiet and slow. The center was clean and calm. Soft light filled the rooms. Noah stepped inside without fear. Anna walked beside him at all times. People watched from a distance. Some were sitting quietly. Some looked tired and unsure. Anna stood still near the center of the room. Noah stopped with her. He lowered his head slightly. The room felt peaceful. One person stood up slowly. They reached out with care. Noah did not move away. He stayed calm and steady. A staff member wiped their eyes. They said the room had never felt so quiet. Anna felt her chest tighten with emotion. She placed her hand on Noah's neck. After the visit, the staff thanked Anna deeply. They said Noah brought something special. They asked if he could return again. Anna said she would think carefully. On the way home, Anna reflected in silence. She remembered the auction yard. She remembered the laughter and doubt. She felt sure now that Noah had a purpose. That evening Anna sat outside the stable. The sky was wide and calm. Noah stood beside her quietly. She spoke to him softly. She told him he was safe and valued. She told him she would protect him. Noah shifted closer without sound. The bond felt deep and strong. A few days later Anna received another message. It was about a larger gathering. Many professionals would attend. They wanted Noah to be part of it. Anna felt fear and excitement together. This would mean more eyes and more pressure. She worried about losing the quiet balance. She took time before answering. She talked with Mark and Sarah. They reminded her to trust her instincts. They said Noah trusted her fully. That trust mattered most. Anna agreed with clear conditions. She would control the pace. She would stop if Noah showed stress. The organizers accepted all terms. The day of the gathering arrived. The space was large but calm. People stood in respectful silence. Anna took a deep breath. She walked forward with Noah beside her. The noise faded as they entered. Every step felt slow and careful. Noah stayed focused on her. Anna stopped at the center. She breathed and relaxed her shoulders. Noah mirrored her calm instantly. A wave of silence filled the room. People watched with wide eyes. Some leaned forward without speaking. Others stood still with hands folded. Noah remained steady through it all. Anna felt tears rise but stayed composed. She realized this was bigger than fear. This was about trust and patience. This was about seeing what others missed. When the session ended, the room filled with quiet applause. Anna bowed her head and thanked them. She led Noah away slowly. Her heart felt full and steady. Outside the sun was low and warm. Anna stood beside Noah and smiled. She knew the final step was coming. A step that would change everything. The morning after the large gathering felt calm but heavy. Anna woke up early and sat near the stable with a warm cup in her hands. The air was cool and still. Noah stood inside and watched her through the open door. Anna had always lived a simple life. She never wanted attention and never chased fame. But something had changed now. People had seen Noah and they wanted more. Messages kept arriving. Some were kind and respectful. Some were pushy and impatient. A few offered money and big promises. Anna did not answer quickly. She read each message slowly. She thought about Noah before thinking about herself. She remembered the calm in his eyes the first day at the auction. Sarah visited the farm again that week. She brought fresh information from the animal center. She said Noah had helped many people during the sessions. She said the staff noticed fewer fears in the room. Anna listened quietly. She walked with Sarah toward the field. Noah followed behind them like a shadow that felt safe. Sarah looked at Anna and asked what she wanted to do next. Anna took time before speaking. She said she wanted Noah to help others. She also said she wanted Noah protected from being treated like a show. Sarah nodded and said that was wise. That same evening the older man from the event returned. His name was Hassan. He stood near the gate and waited until Anna came out. He carried a small folder in his hands. Hassan explained that he once worked at the old trust training program. He said the program helped people and animals learn calm together. He said Noah was one of the most gentle horses they ever had. He said Noah was not slow because he was weak. Hassan said Noah was trained to read quiet movements and calm breathing. He said Noah learned to stay steady in confusing moments. He said Noah could sense when someone needed peace. Anna felt her throat tighten as she listened. Hassan opened the folder and showed Anna old photos. In the photos, Noah looked younger with a brighter coat. He stood beside different people in calm spaces. Anna saw smiles and gentle hands and quiet rooms. Hassan said the program closed when funding ended. The horses were moved to different owners. Some people did not understand their training and called them useless. Noah was passed around until he ended at the auction. Anna felt anger rise inside, but she did not show it. She looked at Noah and saw the same calm eyes. She realized Noah never lost his gift. He only lost the right place to use it. After Hassan left, Anna stayed outside for a long time. The sky turned deep blue as night arrived. Noah stood close to her and breathed slowly. Anna placed her hand on his neck and felt steady warmth. A few days later, the Regional Animal Center invited Anna to a meeting. They wanted to create a long-term program with Noah. They offered a safe schedule and a calm environment. They promised Noah would never be pushed. Anna brought Mark and Sarah with her for support. The meeting room was quiet and respectful. The staff spoke gently and listened well. Anna asked clear questions again. She asked about rest days and stable space and safety. She asked about who would handle Noah and how. They answered with detail and patience. They said Anna would always be part of the sessions. Anna finally agreed to a small plan. Noah would visit the center 2 days each week. He would have full rest after each visit. If he showed stress, the session would end immediately. The first official day of the program arrived. The center prepared a calm room with soft light and quiet air. Noah walked inside with Anna at his side. The staff watched with respect. Several people were waiting in silence. Some looked tired and worried. Some kept their hands close to their bodies. Noah stopped near the middle and lowered his head gently. Anna stood still and breathed slowly. Noah mirrored her calm. One person stepped forward carefully. Their hands shook a little. Noah did not move away. He only shifted slightly closer and stood steady. The person placed a hand on his neck with gentle touch. Their shoulders dropped as if a heavy weight left them. The room stayed quiet. Noah's breathing stayed slow and even. Another person stepped forward and then another. Each one seemed calmer after a few moments near him. A staff member watched with watery eyes. They said they never expected a horse to bring this kind of peace. Anna felt pride but also humility. She realized she was watching Noah do what he was made to do. Over the next weeks, the program grew slowly. More people asked to join. The center kept rules strong and simple. No cameras inside and no loud crowds. Still, the story traveled beyond the town. A local newspaper wrote about the quiet horse. They called him the horse nobody wanted. They called Anna the woman who saw what others missed. The article spread online. People shared it with comments full of surprise. Some admitted they once laughed at horses like Noah. Some said they learned something important from the story. Then something unexpected happened. The auction company reached out. They wanted to meet Anna. They asked if she would attend a small event at the same auction yard. Anna felt nervous, but she agreed. Not for attention but for closure. She wanted to stand in the same place where people said she was wrong. The day arrived and the yard looked the same. Pens lined the ground and dust rose in the air. Voices echoed across the space. Anna walked in calmly with Noah beside her. People turned and stared. Some recognized her instantly. Whispers traveled fast like wind. Noah stayed calm and steady. The auction manager stepped forward and cleared his throat. He said he wanted to apologize for how people treated Anna that day. He said the yard should be a place of respect. He admitted many followed loud opinions instead of true understanding. Then the manager did something that surprised everyone. He announced a new small fund for the old trust training style. He said a part of the auction profits would support programs like the center. He said Noah's story reminded them that value is not always loud. The crowd grew quiet. Anna felt tears rise again, but she stayed steady. She looked at Noah and smiled. Noah stood beside her like he always had. People began to clap softly. Not the loud cheering from fast sales, but a different kind of applause. It sounded like respect and learning. Anna felt the weight of that day finally lift. As Anna walked away from the yard, she heard fewer whispers. She heard people speaking with softer voices. She heard someone say they would look closer next time. She heard another person say quiet does not mean worthless. Back at the farm that evening, Anna opened the stable door. Noah stepped inside and turned his head toward her. Anna felt grateful for every moment that led here. She knew she did not buy the wrong horse. She bought the horse that carried a hidden gift. She bought the horse that taught others to slow down and see. She bought the horse that turned doubt into respect. And in the end, Noah revealed the truth to everyone.